Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we take you to Pike County, where a class is now available to teach firefighters the signs of mental illness. And in Lexington, one church service had an added purpose to its typical worship to further help one student recovering from multiple organ transplants. Plus, we take you to the Red River Gorge, where community members are making a plan of their own in response to released plans to build a resort in the area.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 3 minutes after 6 on this Monday. I'm Will Puckett. Thank you for tuning in to Mountain News This Morning on February the 3rd. Madison is off today, but you have both Brandon and I, so you're in more than capable hands. Yesterday was a beautiful day, and a lot of you, I hope, are waking up this morning thinking, I could take another one of those. Let's bring Brandon in this morning and get a breakdown of just what to expect. Brandon, should we expect another day today like yesterday?
Listen, I got you covered. Okay. Got you covered for one more day at least.
We'll keep you around a little bit longer.
That's right, exactly. After the rest of the forecast, you hear that, you probably won't want to, because even I don't want to tell you about it. Let's talk about what's going on right now. UVA-wise this morning, all quiet over there in Southwest Virginia. Maybe just a touch of fog trying to come through there at times, but not a lot, not enough to make any difference anyway. Temperatures all over the place this morning. 30 in Jonesville, that's Lee County, Virginia. 54 in Williamsburg, 3 counties away. How crazy is that? 53 Pikeville, Prestonsburg, Jackson, Hazard, Monticello, 33 Middlesboro, 42 now in London, 50 in Moorhead and Logan, 68 today. Some folks may get close to 70. I thought we might get a little closer to the record. I thought it was a bit lower, but the record today at Jackson is actually 74. I don't think we'll get anywhere close to that unless we just kind of get lucky. I think we'll all not complain if it was a little bit warmer than forecast. It's always when it's a little colder that everybody gets upset about. Mild day ahead, rain chances return as early as tonight, and then it's umbrella weather for the rest of the week, unfortunately. Will?
That temperature spread might have partied a little bit too hard for the Super Bowl last night because it's all over the place. Brandon, thank you. Well, studies show first responders are more likely to die by suicide than in the line of duty. Officials say for the first time they are offering a class in Pike County to teach the signs of mental illness. WYMT's Marianne Fletcher talked with a firefighter to learn why he campaigned hard for the class.
The statistics are scary.
Suicides in firefighters is like way going out the roof.
In 2019, 114 firefighters died by suicide, while 52 died in the line of duty.
And that's not good. We want to turn that around. I mean, we don't want them dead anyway, but we want to turn it around.
Randy Courtney is the chief of the Island Creek Fire Department.
I hope that we can see signs coming before it gets to that point.
After seeing these numbers, he wanted to protect his fellow first responders.
I've been doing this now for about 40-some years, and I can think back on some times that was rough on me on some calls that we went on.
An 8-hour class held in Pike County teaches firefighters the signs of mental illness.
So this is some training that gives you some signs and symptoms, makes you aware of some things.
Working to break the tough man stigma.
The mental thing with firefighters was you were strong, you were bold, and you didn't need no help.
Because sometimes even our heroes need help too. In Pike County, Marianne Fletcher, WYMT Mountain News.
Members of fire departments from Pike and Floyd County took the class. Chief Randy Courtney says he hopes to hold more classes like this in the future. The 11th annual Shop and Share event helps stock shelves for a local domestic violence shelter. The Turning Point is a nonprofit organization that offers residential and non-residential services to the Eastern Kentucky region. This event allows customers to purchase items from a list or donate money to the shelter. Elizabeth Fitch says Turning Point says it is important to be visible within the community they serve.
We try to get out in the community so that people can know that there are resources if they're a victim or know somebody that's a victim of domestic violence.
Over the past 10 years, the event has raised more than $5 million for domestic violence shelters. The volunteers wrapped up their donation day at 5 o'clock Saturday evening. If you could not stop but would like to donate, you can visit our website for more information. One Lexington church service yesterday afternoon had an added purpose to its typical worship. It was to raise money and celebrate Marquise Davis's continued recovery. Davis is a Frederick Douglass High School student who had a heart and kidney transplant in December. WKYT Shelby Smithson has an update on how he is doing and how the community is helping his family while he recovers.
The message in this church service, the healing power of prayer. As the choir sang and the pastor preached, the entire congregation keeping Marquise Davis in mind. He's a Frederick Douglass High School student who had a heart and kidney transplant just before Christmas.
Looking good, dude.
Now, nearly 2 months later, he's still recovering and staying in the Ronald McDonald House in Cincinnati.
It's been a lot, but I mean, we making it, and I'm just thankful for everything that everybody's done.
From thoughtful messages to Marquise Strong t-shirts, Withrow says the support her family has gotten leaves her speechless. And the benefit at Consolidated Baptist Church Sunday was just the latest way the community has stepped up to help.
There was no set goal for how much the churches wanted to raise for Marquise's family, just as much as they could to help with medical, travel, and other expenses while he's still in Cincinnati.
This will take some of the burden off, maybe not a lot, but some, and make things just a bit easier to deal with as she deals with her son who is ill.
Marquise's battle with health problems started before he was even born, as did his church family's prayers that he overcome them.
We know how sick he's been, but to see how well he's doing now, again, just affirms our faith and our desire and need to keep on praying for him and with his family and to see what God is doing, because ultimately we give all the glory and honor to God.
In Lexington, Shelby Smithson, WKYT.
Now, if his progress continues, Davis's mom says he should be able to come home early next month. Flu season remains and some school systems are closed today while they take time to disinfect. Corbin and Williamsburg Independent Schools are closed today. McCreary and Powell County Schools are on that list as well. And meanwhile, at last check, Jenkins Independent and Lawrence County Schools have opted to remain closed today and tomorrow. You can keep up to date with all closings on our website at WYMT.com and, of course, the WYMT News app. Well, last Thursday, Lee County crew members rescued a dog from a cliff. Officials believe the dog was stuck for at least 3 days. Someone reported the dog being stranded, and members of various fire departments and the Lee County Search and Rescue Team jumped into action. They made a belay system to rescue the dog, and crews say the dog was certainly happy to be off the cliff, and they hope they can find its home. Officials say a recent discovery is giving researchers more information into life 330 million years ago. Shark fossils were recently found in Mammoth Cave. The cave is located in western Kentucky. Since the discovery, researchers have found hundreds more shark teeth in the cave.
They're not all one kind of shark. There are at least 10 or more kinds of sharks represented.
Could you say there's baby shark teeth, mama shark teeth, daddy shark teeth? Who knows? Researchers say these fossils have only scratched the surface of the history the cave has preserved in its walls. Well, while developers look at plans to build a resort in the Red River Gorge, community members are making a plan of their own. Red River Gorge United is a group made up of people who live and work in the area. Many of them have concerns about an $800,000 study that could lead to major changes for the region. The idea is to boost tourism, but the study won't be done until the end of July. Residents say whatever happens, they want to make sure their voices are heard.
Most people do support some sort of growth, but in a way that is manageable and sustainable and also actually helps the people who live here.
This is not the last time Red River Gorge United will hold a public meeting. You can find information on how to get involved on our website at WYMT.com.
Forecast this morning starting off pretty nice, except a little chilly in some areas. It's going to be a nice day. Enjoy it because we go right back into the wet season starting tonight and tomorrow. Outside WYMT this morning, all quiet so far right now. Temperatures, as we've mentioned, all morning across the board. 30 in Jonesville, 54 in Williamsburg. That's our range. A lot of 40s and 50s showing up. Those 30s are more clustered down to the south, right there along the Kentucky, Virginia, and Tennessee border. EmojiCast, looking ahead, you'll see dry and mild conditions today, and then of course tomorrow, Wednesday, duck weather, because that's the only folks who are going to enjoy that over the next few days. Will?
All righty, Brandon, thank you. And thank you for watching Mountain News this morning.